February 1999, Leah, Jonathan, and I left the United States, not quite in this fashion, for the mission field. The Philippines is an archipelago of 7,107 islands, covered with thick, lush jungles and magnificent mountains. It was here on the Bataan Peninsula that MacArthur's forces opposed the Japanese in 1941, and where the Bataan Death March began. A short bonker ride across the straits is the island of Corregidor, where MacArthur famously said, "I shall return." I first came to the Philippines in 1985 as a Navy pilot assigned to Subic Bay near Olongapo City. June 15, 1991, Mount Pinatubo, 20 miles north of us, blew its top 90,000 feet in the air and buried entire villages and towns, leaving 100,000 homeless refugees. Leigh and I started a ministry to the refugees in this camp, and then introduced ourselves to a small village of Aita people in the jungle near our home. Their leader was Fletcher Abraham, the man in the blue shirt. We held Sunday school, and several of the children were saved, as well as some of the adults. But Fletcher resisted. "I have never sinned," he said.
Oh, picture. Oh, that's a good one. And he's eating.
Wow. When I got out of the Navy, the Lord called us first to the land of Kenya.
Kenya, somebody Kenya.
So there's impala there.
There's impala there!
Oh. Yeah. In January 2000, I took over the Nairobi Baptist Bible College when Richard and Ann Connerup went on furlough, and then administrated the school for 11 years. We also started 2 churches during that time. Other areas of ministry we were involved in included Awana programs for children in the slums and outdoor preaching. Awana, come on down. Come on. Awana, come on. Come on. We returned to Kenya in 2004 to our work at Kihunguro Bible Baptist Church. The church was doing well, averaging 180 in attendance. We started an Awana program for the children, but in 2009, we started a church in the Tasia coffee plantation for the plantation workers. And where Ethan was born. He's resting so peacefully. Then when Leigh's health broke down, we felt the Lord leading us back to the Philippines, where she made a full recovery. The Philippines has an abundance of tropical fruits, rice, and fish. Mass transit is the world's best. Jeepneys and tricycles will take you right to your door. The culture is a mixture of the primitive and the ultra-modern. Here's how you fix your electrical problems. 80% of the country is enslaved to the penitent works of Catholicism and the worship of Mary. immorality abounds. In 2014, a transgender hooker picked up a U.S. Marine in this bar and was found dead the next morning in this hotel, a block away from our church. We arrived in 2013 just in time for the worst typhoon in Longapo history. In the center of town, the water was 8 feet deep. We accepted a call to First Longapo Fundamental Baptist Church while we trained a young man to become the permanent pastor. To the top. Now we gotta go down here a ways, and the place where we're going is back down the hill a little ways, but it's 216 steps, and the steps are about 18 inches high on average. So anyway, we're gonna have Bible club here in a few minutes. Our baptismal services at the beach. When I baptized Ethan in 2016, I was blessed to have baptized all of my children. In 2014, we found the Aita village at Pastolan in the mountains, up this rugged road and across this rickety bridge. The people are in great poverty and have many medical needs. We talked with some of the tribal council about our plans, and then we met two of our Sunday school children from 92, Marilyn and Sunny, and one of the adults, Nanita, and Boney, who had been a Marine guide. And then we found Fletcher. He greeted me like an old friend and agreed to have a Bible study at his house. There were 12 at the first study, and Fletcher accepted the Lord. I had prayed for him for 22 years. The Bible study grew, and soon we were building our first meeting place at the top of the mountain. And then the ministry began to branch out. We had been praying for land to build on, and this plot at the top of the mountain was offered for our use by Marilyn Castro, the woman in the red shirt, and her husband Rome. Since we cannot own Aita land, it had to be donated. We met first with the village chieftain, Condrado Fernillian, and then with the tribal council, who all approved. But before we could build, we had to get permission from the forestry department to cut down 6 trees. In April, we reserved a pavilion by the river and held a vacation Bible school. Workers from the church in Longapo helped us again. 66 children, teens, and even adults attended, and 46 were saved. They also led these 3 ladies to the Lord after one of the Bible studies. Finally, we received permission from the forestry department, and we cleared the underbrush, cut down the trees, and had them sliced into benches. The COVID pandemic slowed down the work, but we still managed to get the auditorium built in 2021. Our Sunday school was still held outside under a pavilion in the trees, but finally we got permission to remove more trees. That's the big one. First, we built restrooms and then the youth wing. This has enabled us to hold many more programs for the youth, as well as to feed the people after every program and every service. This was our 10th anniversary service in 2024. We hold Ita baptisms at the river 3 kilometers away. These are the people your support is helping us to reach with the gospel. When we return, we need to purchase a chainsaw to clear stumps, build a storage shed and a baptistry, and eventually a 3rd classroom parsonage building. But our biggest need is for more laborers. Would you pray and ask the Lord how you can help? This is why we go. The penitent works of Catholicism offers the Ita people no hope. The glorious gospel of Christ does. It's been a hard term for Lei. In 2023, she was broadsided and spent 4 days in the hospital. And now she has breast cancer, which has forced us to come home. Pastor June and Ezra de Kenya have taken over the work while we are gone. Please pray for them and for Leigh's recovery so that we can get back to the Ita people as soon as she is well.